The New York Rangers goaltending situation has been really good so far this season, with Jonathan Quick being a great backup, and he's obviously way exceeded expectations as well. And then you have Igor Shesterkin, who, yes, has had his moments where he struggled so far this season, definitely has had some pretty bad games, but in his last 4 games played, though, Igor Shesterkin has a 4-0 record and has a combined 8 goals against in those 4 games played. So on average, 2 goals against in the last 4 is not bad at all. He's been playing some pretty good hockey. One of those games had a 900 save percentage against Buffalo. That was the worst game out of the bunch. The other ones had a 963 save percentage against Washington, a 955 against Boston, and then a 939 against Toronto. So obviously he played some pretty good hockey against some very good teams. The Leafs and Boston are some of the top teams in the entire NHL. So, getting some wins against them is not bad at all. They're pretty solid teams. And overall, Igor is just looking a lot better in the net. He's looking a lot more comfortable, and he's just playing a lot better hockey, which is what you want to see out of a guy who, yes, once was a Vezina goalie. He was a Vezina caliber guy, and if he can get back to that form while having Jonathan Quick being such a good backup, this could be a huge bonus for this team if Igor can turn things around and keep this good form up that we've seen over the last little while. But taking a look at Jonathan Quick's numbers, though, a 920 save percentage, a 2.27 goals against average, 9 wins, 1 loss, 1 OT loss. He has been just quite fantastic, if we're being honest here. The record, the goals against, the save percentage has all been great. And taking a look here at what Quick did last season, he had 10 games played with the Vegas Golden Knights, a 901 save percentage, and a 3.13 goals against average. And with the Kings, originally, obviously, he ended up getting traded from the Kings to Columbus, didn't want to play for them, so got moved from Columbus to the Golden Knights. And, with them, obviously, was a lot better than what he was with the Kings, having a 3.13 goals against average and a 901 save percentage. So really turned things around once he got to the Vegas Golden Knights, and then now with the Rangers has really brought his game to a whole nother level. Or once was. He hasn't had it near these numbers really since back in 2017-18 when he did have a 921. The next highest was back in 2021-2022 with a 910. So he's had a great year so far, his first great year like this in a very long time. But that's good for him. He obviously is getting up there in age. He's turning 38 in late January, but good for him signing a 1-year, pretty cheap deal with the Rangers. Definitely, I was happy about this deal. I thought he could be a pretty decent backup, and obviously, so far, he's been a great backup. And obviously a great job by Chris Drury, the New York Rangers general manager, to go out there and sign Jonathan Quick to a 1-year, very cheap contract, especially for what he's brought so far this season. So a great move by him. Taking a look, though, at some stats here. Goals saved above expected. Both Jonathan Quick and Igor Shesterkin are right now top 10 in the entire NHL. In 10th place, you have Igor Shesterkin, 21 games played, a 8.4 goals saved above expected. So although he hasn't played great so far this year, especially for his standards, goals saved above expected wise, which is a very valuable stat to take a look at for goalies, he has been one of the best in the entire NHL. So top 10 is great to see, especially for a guy who has clearly struggled at points this year, especially for his standards. That's good to see. He's still top 10 in this stat. And then you have here in 7th place, with only 12 games played, Jonathan Quick with 10.3. Right above him is a guy like Cam Talbot, a former New York Rangers goaltender, of course. And he has 10 more games played than Quick, though, and only 0.5 more goals saved above expected. So really, if Quick had more games played, he probably would be a bit higher on this list. But since he does have so few games played, he's, not too much higher on this list. But number 7 and number 10 is not bad at all. And the Rangers definitely do have one of the best goalie tandems right now in the entire NHL as well. Taking a look at another interesting stat here, the expected goals against average for Jonathan Quick is a 3.17. You take a look at his goals against average, what it actually is a 2.27. So a big drop there. His goals against average better than expected is 8.9. That is a huge drop off. You take a look here at Igor Shesterkin. His expected goals against average was a 3.17. Same thing as Jonathan Quick, and his is a 2.77. So that kind of shows you there that obviously Igor is playing better than what the numbers are kind of expecting him to do, but Jonathan Quick is just playing even better than what Igor actually is. So really, Igor hasn't been too awful this season, but his numbers definitely should be a lot better for what we know he can actually bring and what he's done as of late. He's definitely shown that he can still be that elite goaltender in the NHL. And take a look at wins above replacement, which also is a pretty decent stat to take a look at. Jonathan Quick has a 1.72, and you have Igor Shesterkin, who has a 1.4. Not bad at all. Anyways, though, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please smash the like button. Don't forget to comment down below your guys' thoughts on Jonathan Quick and Igor Shesterkin. And also, don't forget to subscribe for daily New York Rangers content. Thanks for watching. Bye.